Hey everybody, it's Pastor Daniel here with our Children's Ministry Director, Stephanie. Just want to take a few minutes and elaborate a little bit on a video that I put out last week regarding some plans that we have, tentative, Lord willing, plans for 2021 and our Wednesday night schedule. We have held off this semester with planning anything just because we wanted to see how school went and really just kind of easing back into regular activities during COVID, but we feel like now's the time to try it. We don't, I know things might get better as a vaccine comes available and things might progress, but we don't want to just wait forever. So we felt like January might be a good time to begin easing back into our regular schedule that we've had for forever. So beginning on January the 6th, which is a Wednesday night, first Wednesday night of the year, we're going to begin our Wednesday night on-campus activities. Now, here's what we're thinking as far as what Wednesday nights are going to look like. The first Wednesday night of the month is going to be called our first Wednesday worship service, and that's for the adults, and we may have the students in there at some point on and off with us, but first Wednesday worship is going to be in the worship center at 6:30, and it's going to be pretty much just like a Sunday morning worship service. We're going to have a time of worship. I'm going to have a message, and it's going to be a time, again, where we just come together corporately and have worship. It's going to be our first Wednesday worship. So that is going to kind of stand alone uniquely as a time where you may even want to invite people that don't go to church. And it's going to be kind of a Sunday morning experience on a Wednesday night. And again, it's going to be a specific message toward the things that that whatever God lays on my heart for that month, or maybe we go through different topics and things like that. But first Wednesday worship will be the first Wednesday night of every month, and it's going to be in the worship center, socially distanced, and we're going to do everything that we do for precautions that we do on Sunday mornings, and so it's going to be just this big time of worship. Every other Wednesday night, the rest of the Wednesday nights of the month, we're going to be in the fellowship suite. We're going to have some acoustic worship, and that's when I'll teach through a series. We'll have, we had been doing church history. We may do something along the lines of doctrine, theology. We'll have a concentrated time of prayer together. But the second, third, and fourth Wednesday nights of the month, again, we'll be in the fellowship suite. And again, we'll have acoustic worship, and I'll be teaching through a series, and we'll have some prayer time and different aspects of that. So that's really the difference. The first Wednesday will be in the worship center, full-blown worship service, and then the second, third, and fourth Wednesday nights will be in the fellowship suite, and will be acoustic, more stripped down, more focused on a series that we go through. You may say, well, sometimes there's a fifth Wednesday night. Well, on the months that fifth Wednesday night happens, we won't do anything. No adult activities on campus. We're just going to say, hey, stay home and rest and enjoy that Wednesday night with your family. And then the other question that comes up is, what about the food ministry? Sometimes, we use Wednesday nights twice a month to prepare for the food. Well, we're going to do that at 5:30 in the fellowship suite. On the Wednesday nights that we do our food prep, it'll begin at 5:30 in the fellowship suite. We'll do the food prep and then have worship either depending on where that Wednesday night falls, either the first Wednesday worship or the time in the fellowship suite at 6:30. So I hope that kind of clears things up. And we're also going to be rolling out some kids ministry things that are happening on Wednesday nights. I know our kids are excited to get back. I know my kids are wanting to get back in church on Wednesdays. And so Stephanie's going to share with us for just a minute about what God's laid on her heart going forward in 2021 on Wednesday nights for our children's ministry.
Okay. All right. I'm really excited for us to start back on Wednesday nights as well. I've missed that. I think it's just a fun time for everyone. But it's going to look a little different this year. So starting in January in preschool, there will be Mission Friends for 3-year-olds through 5-year-olds. That'll be on the preschool hall, and there'll be Mission Friends. There'll be childcare for birth through 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds will have an activity as well, though. And then in children, that's where it's gonna look the most different, is in the children's area. 1st through 3rd grade, we'll be doing Children in Action. That is basically RAs and GAs, but for a mixed group. Instead of the boys and the girls being separated, we're gonna just do it with everyone together, and it's Children in Action, so there'll be missions. That's kindergarten through 3rd graders. And then in 5th grade, 4th and 5th grade, we're gonna be getting a new series. It's called Forged, and it is a 2-year cycle where it's just 4th and 5th graders are going to be learning in detail just the Bible and different aspects of that, just to give them a really, really good, firm foundation for what they believe as they're going into the teen years. So I'm excited about that. So I hope that we have lots of 4th and 5th graders come to that. I think that'd be really good for them.
So really a focus on missions.
Yes.
For the younger kids, and then in-depth discipleship for the older
Yes,
kids.
that's
And
exactly
parents, if that does not resonate with you, you need to check yourself, because we as parents should want our kids being poured into and discipled, not just at home, but at church, and we want every opportunity. And that's, we get questions sometimes of, is it too soon to start? Should we wait till things, like I said earlier, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, the way I view this is kind of like when young couples say, well, we're just going to wait until we can afford kids, to have kids. It's like, you're never going to have that time in life. So I know this is different, but I don't know that there's a great time to start back. And so we've waited, we've held off. The Lord has been good to us. We feel like January is the time to go ahead and crank the engine back up on Wednesday nights. And so, families, we want you to be engaged. Our student ministry has been meeting. Adults, we're going to start again January the 6th. Children are going to start January the 6th. But that also brings some challenges. We have, unfortunately, we've seen a lot of our volunteers have to step away for health reasons. We've had several move because military families, job transitions, things like that. And so, church family, we need some folks to step up. We want our kids discipled. It's not, listen, I know sometimes, especially Wednesday nights, kind of get a bad rap at some churches that it's like babysitting hour. It's not. No, we don't babysit your kids. That's not the intention. And that's part of why we want to start in January, because Stephanie's heart, my heart, our church's heart is to disciple, right? We exist to introduce people to Jesus, teach them to follow him. And we've missed out on 9 months of really being able to pour into these kids and as many opportunities as we have. So adults, if you're a member of Taylor Road, let me ask you to consider, pray about serving in our children's ministry. We need disciple makers.
And I feel like we have probably lots of people that love missions. And so if you ever used to teach RAs or GAs and you have missed that, now is your time. We need you, because y'all have the experience to do that.
Yeah, and it's, kids don't need professionals.
No.
Kids just need people that love Jesus and love them. And if you got those two things right, then
we can use
that's
you.
Right. God can use you. We can use you. But this is a huge need. And listen, folks, Stephanie and I have talked about this before. This is a huge need in every church right now. So we're not the exception. We are wanting to get things relaunched, because the one thing I think that Satan wants is for us just to lay dormant and to lay down and give up. But the time has come in 2021 for us to start the engine back up again in other places that we've not yet done, and get the disciple making in our children's ministry and on our Wednesday nights cranked back up. I'm excited about it. First Wednesday worship, it's going to be awesome. Kids ministry is going to be awesome. The other Wednesday nights that we have Bible study and prayer, we need that more than ever, and so I'm looking forward to it. So Stephanie's email address is going to be at the bottom of the screen. Please reach out to her if you have questions about the children's ministry activities, or you say, hey, I want to step up. I want to disciple kids and raise up the next generation. And so let us know if you got questions, if you want to help out, and we look forward to January the 6th.